CORESafety is built on a foundation of leadership, safety and health management systems, and safety culture. These elements are all integral parts that serve to ultimately lessen the risks and the dangers of mining operations. This month, we're going to dig deeper into learning how accidents actually happen. If you're a leader at your operation, you'll want to pay close attention to this. Did you know there's actually something called the Swiss cheese model of accident causation? It was developed by this man, James Reason, back in 1990. Basically, it uses cheese slices in a diagram to show how accidents can occur unexpectedly when certain events, conditions, or hazards all line up at the same time in an unprotected system. Take a close look at this. What we're seeing is that the risk of a potential accident becoming a reality is lessened when different barriers or defenses are layered behind one another. But there's always a chance for failure, meaning that an accident might result. The holes represent weaknesses in individual parts of the system, and they vary in size and positioning. A failure occurs when a hole in each slice momentarily aligns, and a hazard passes through all of the holes. So what can lead to this failure? Well, usually it's one of four things: organizational influences, unsafe supervision, preconditions for unsafe acts, and the unsafe acts themselves. It's inevitable that humans will make mistakes. But in the Swiss cheese model, most errors are caused by an organization having incomplete layers of protection. That allows errors to line up and pass through the cheese until an accident finally occurs. For that reason alone, it's important to cover all the bases in mining operations, starting with your leadership, the safety and health management system that you're using, and the safety culture that exists within your mining company. Speaking of which, this is a good time for us to review CORESafety's module number 7, which is all about culture enhancement. Let's take a quick look right now. Culture is measured and assessed through a confidential employee perception survey and employee interviews, where appropriate. Companies may elect to conduct their own cultural assessment, use the CORESafety assessment tool, or work with an external expert. The latter approach ensures confidentiality and optimal data analysis. Once strengths and weaknesses are identified through the assessment process, a culture enhancement plan can be developed and implemented. Key indicators of positive supported cultures include trust among managers and workers and between workers and managers, fair and equitable treatment of employees, comfort about reporting incidents and a strong interest in understanding what caused the incident, a constant state of vigilance regarding hazards and risk, no complacency, a pervasive sense of personal and group safety and health responsibility, and consistent accountability to match. Safety and health as common organizational values. Consistently empowered workers who are confident regarding management safety and health approach. Culture is driven through leadership and cascades through the entire organization. As a result, the attitudes, actions, behavior, and communication of managers have the greatest impact on safety culture, but not to the exclusion of workers who sustain the culture. To learn more about module number 7 and about CORESafety, I encourage you to get on the internet and visit us at CORESafety.org. And next month, we'll check out module number 8, collaboration and communication. Now, we're all intent on achieving the 055 objective, right? By that I mean 0 fatalities and a 50% reduction in mining-related injuries, all within a period of 5 years. A big part of that has to do with enhancing the culture at your mining company. No matter how trained, competent, and effective you think your workforce might be, there's always room for leaders to have a more positive impact on company culture. To that end, take a minute to check out these core 4 tips. Tip number 1, identify the desired safety culture characteristics for your company to achieve the 055 objective. Tip number 2, conduct a confidential survey to assess how your employees perceive your company's safety culture. Tip number 3, develop a culture improvement plan using tools available on the CORESafety website or other sources based on the results of that confidential survey. And finally, tip number 4, verify culture improvement by conducting the survey again in about 18 months. After that, you should keep repeating the process as necessary. Get to the point where you can be sure that everyone is aware of the importance of safety and is taking it seriously every day on every job. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you here again next month. On behalf of CORESafety and the National Mining Association, I'm Nelson Duffel. Please be safe out there, and thanks for watching.
To share one of your safety stories, videos, or photos, email us at info@coresafetytv.org.